Let the bodies hit the floor. The Eagle Valley and Battle Mountain wrestling teams face off against each other earlier this week. We talked to some of the athletes after the meet on how they felt about their performance and what they're looking forward to for the rest of the season. Then we head over to the Vail Nordic Center to talk to them about all the great activities and rentals they have to offer. All this here on the Scoreboard. Hello and welcome to the Scoreboard. I'm your host, Brett Ferraro, and we have a great show for you today. First, Eagle Valley and Battle Mountain faced off against each other in a wrestling meet on Monday. We talked to some of the athletes afterwards about their performance and what they're looking forward to for the rest of the season. Then we head over to the Vail Nordic Center where they can tell us more about all the great activities they have to offer as well as some great rental opportunities. All this here on the Scoreboard. We had the pleasure on Monday of going down to the Battle Mountain High School and witnessing a great wrestling meet between Battle Mountain and Eagle Valley. Now, both teams fought hard, but eventually Eagle Valley took the win. Afterwards, we spoke with some of the athletes about their performance as well as what they're looking forward to for the rest of the season. Let's take a listen. Hello everyone, we are here at the Battle Mountain High School witnessing some great wrestling happening between Battle Mountain and Eagle Valley. I'm joined by Nick. Nick, do you mind introducing yourself to the viewers?
I'm Nicholas Rainville and I graduate, my year's 24 and I wrestle the 120-pound weight category for wrestling.
That's very exciting. So 24, that means you are a sophomore this year. What sort of got you into wrestling?
Just friends and family, and I grew up with a bunch of people that wrestled, so I was like, I'll give it a try, and now I'm here.
Was it mostly friends, or did like your brothers or your dad wrestle?
It was mostly friends, but yeah.
Have you been doing it for a long time, or just when you got into high school?
I started 6th grade year, so about 5 years now.
That's pretty exciting. So definitely competed a bunch. Is this the heaviest weight class you've participated in?
Yes, it is.
That's very exciting. How difficult was it for you to get up to that 124 mark?
It wasn't too bad. I had to cut a little bit of weight this year to get there, but that's about it.
Very cool. You had an amazing match versus your Eagle Valley opponent. What was going through your mind as you were preparing to step up to the mat?
I just kick some butt at my hometown or my home school and have some fun.
Oh, absolutely. And how did you feel after the match? How did you feel like you wrestled today?
I felt pretty good. Felt like I accomplished what I came here to do. So.
Absolutely. Looking forward into the rest of the season, what are some of the schools you're most looking forward to fighting against?
Going back to Eagle Valley for their home match, and I don't know.
Yeah. It's always fun to be with some rivals, for sure. Have you wrestled any of these kids before?
Yes, I have.
So pretty exciting. You get to have some good rematches, some little like personal rivalries. So that's so fun. Well, thank you so much for speaking with me today, Nick.
Thank you.
It was really great. So good luck in the rest of the season.
Thank you. You too.
Hello, everyone. We are here at the Battle Mountain High School where Eagle Valley and Battle Mountain wrestling teams just faced off against each other. I'm joined by Emilio. Emilio, do you mind introducing yourself to our audience?
Yeah. My name is Emilio Moraz. I go at Eagle Valley High School, and I'm a wrestler, and also I do football.
That's very exciting. So you wrestle in the winter, do football in the fall. Yeah. Do you find that those sports help train for each other based on just making muscle mass and whatnot?
Yeah, it makes you condition basically, because football like makes you ready for wrestling. Even though for wrestling, like there's like this different program where you have to run even more and do more sprints, but it's still fine.
Yeah. But what sort of got you into the sport of wrestling?
It all started when I was very young, and I was like over in middle school. I was kind of fat, you know, and I just decided I want to lose weight in some type of way, like in a fun way, of course, not in some running, like doing jogs. Yeah. So I decided to join the middle school wrestling over at Eagle Valley Middle School.
Yeah. And how was that? Do you felt like it prepared you pretty well for high school?
Not really, because I only wrestled there for 1 year because of COVID hit.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like, when the high school came into wrestling, then I had a little bit more difficulty.
Yeah. How are you feeling like you're doing this year?
I got way better than last year because I've been doing some off-season workouts and running. Because last year I was just like minding my own business. I was just focusing on basics because it was after COVID, of course.
Yeah. Absolutely. Trying to get all the technique down as well as get your conditioning correct. Have you participated in any other sort of matches this year?
Yeah, this event 2 weeks ago, I went to Sirocco. Well, I didn't place, but I did like a decent beating there. Like I was like 2-2, so it was all right.
That's pretty solid. So looking back on how that tournament went and how tonight went, how do you feel the season is progressing so far?
It's going all right, because today I won, but I couldn't really pin him like in a little bit, because I was struggling a little bit because it was a Monday night, of course, and I was a little bit tired. Yeah.
No, it's definitely a little harder on Mondays as opposed to if you're like really into it over the weekend. Looking into the coming winter break, are you guys going to be practicing throughout the winter break, and when is your next tournament?
Oh, we're not going to practice like next week, but during winter break after Christmas, we're going to do some workouts and some running and some technique working. And like after that, then we'll go back to wrestling, and our next tournament is going to be at our high school.
That's going to be super exciting. Can't wait to see you guys at your home gym. So why do you love wrestling so much to keep doing it after all these years?
I love wrestling because one thing, I was doing basketball back in middle school, but I got sort of out of it because I couldn't really improve my technique on basketball, so I went to wrestling. And there was more like technique and fun going on in wrestling. And it makes you have a little bit more fun when you win a match. Oh,
for sure. It definitely fun to individually win as well as sort of have a team win. Looking forward, do you think you're going to continue wrestling over the next 2 years until you're a senior?
Yeah, I could probably look onto that. And just till I graduate, I'm going to be a wrestler at senior. Yeah. Even though there's going to be some difficulty, I'll still do it.
What do you think your biggest weakness is right now that you want to improve over the coming season?
Mostly on my speed and on my thinking, because there's a lot of open shots I could even do, but I just don't think about it. And also I'm kind of slow at shooting, so they will just sprawl on me.
Well, I really hope that you have a great season. I can't wait to see how you guys do later, and thank you so much for talking with me today.
Thanks.
We have to take a short break, but when we come back, we're talking to even more wrestlers from both teams. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Before the break, we were talking to some wrestlers on both the Battle Mountain and Eagle Valley team who faced off against each other earlier this week. Now, let's go and look at some more amazing athletes. Hello everyone, I am here with Grady, one of the wrestlers for the Battle Mountain wrestling team, who had a fun showing today. Grady, what grade are you in and what weight class do you wrestle?
I'm a junior and I wrestle 106.
That's pretty cool. Do you find it hard to find competition in the 106 weight category?
For duels and around Eagle County, it's a little hard, but once you get out of Eagle County, there's quite a few 106 pounders.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you do to help make sure that you make 106?
Your diet's really important, and getting to practice every day, making sure you're putting in all the work you can.
Oh, absolutely. And what is your diet like? I assume pretty low on basically everything.
Yeah,
right?
you gotta eat a lot of protein, stay off the junk food like chips, and
do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Looking forward into the rest of the season, is there any particular tournaments or competitions you're sort of looking forward to being a junior?
Regionals, punch a ticket to states, and just any tournament from here on, and improve on the record. And, yeah.
Absolutely. Have you wrestled any matches already this season?
Yeah, I have. I've wrestled 6 matches.
Wow.
So far. And yeah.
Very exciting. And so you guys did a triple just a few weeks ago, right? Between 3 schools?
We had a tournament in Scoreboard, a few weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh, very cool. And how'd you do over there?
I took first.
Wow,
yeah.
Really? That's awesome. So that's super cool. So taking first in that tournament, do you think you're probably one of the stronger 106 wrestlers in the state right now?
Yeah, it's pretty even about, like with all the 106 pounders, cutting a little bit of weight helps with other kids that are coming up. So
yeah, exactly.
It's hard to say.
You're sort of on the smaller side. What made you decide you wanted to take up wrestling?
Well, I was put in wrestling when I was about 4 years old by my dad.
Very cool.
And I've stuck with it ever since.
Oh, well, that's super cool. So did your dad like wrestle in high school or college?
Yeah, he wrestled in high school.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
And decided you wanted to take it up. And what has sort of kept you in it this whole time? What do you love about the sport that has kept you going all these years?
It's one of the hardest sports out there, and it's when you win, it's great to say you win and you've put in all that hard work to get there.
No, it's definitely a sport for champions, especially individual sport. It's a lot of work, just maintaining diet, but also exercising and gaining the pound or the muscle to be able to fight effectively. Being a junior this year, are you trying to take on a little bit of a leadership role to begin with some of these like sophomores that are coming in?
Yeah, we've been trying to bring up a bunch of freshmen and new sophomores and even new juniors and seniors, and just get them in the room with experience to help our team out.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So that's great to hear. It definitely seems like your team is definitely coming into its own, starting to grow, and really make waves out there. Yeah. But thank you so much for speaking with me. Yeah. I can't wait to hear about the rest of your season, and go Huskies.
Yeah.
We are here at Battle Mountain High School, where the Eagle Valley Devils just faced off against the Battle Mountain Huskies in wrestling. I'm joined by one of the participants on the Eagle Valley side. Liam, do you mind introducing yourself to the audience for us?
Yeah.
It's all good.
My name is Liam Loff. I wrestle 144s for Eagle Valley, and this is my 3rd year of wrestling, junior.
Very exciting, junior, 3rd year. What sort of got you into wrestling?
My buddy, he's on the team. He's not here, but he got me into it in 7th grade in middle school. And so I've been wrestling ever since.
That's very cool. So you've been wrestling since middle school. Do you think that sort of younger program had helped you going into your high school career?
Yes, yeah, definitely. And I did Bald Eagle as well, so I was getting like 2 practices a night in middle school.
Wow, that's very exciting. So very good conditioning. You are a junior this year. Do you feel like you're taking on a leadership role with some of these younger participants in the sport?
Yeah, definitely. We don't have many seniors. We only have 2 seniors this year, and we have quite like 4 juniors, and so it's a lot. We're all kind of taking care of everybody else.
Really trying to create a good dynamic between the whole group and create a sense of community between all of you, right? You guys, did you participate in Sirocco a few weeks ago? How did that go for you?
I got 4th place.
4th place?
Yes.
That's pretty amazing. How many schools do you think participated in that tournament?
More than 10. I don't really remember.
I mean, yeah, more than 10. That's a pretty good number for schools. How do you feel your technique is overall? Do you think you can still improve on it, obviously?
Definitely. I can definitely improve, but I feel like I'm doing way better than I have been in past years, and this is probably the best I've ever wrestled. Oh,
that's very exciting. What do you think is your biggest strength going into a wrestling match?
I feel like I'm pretty strong, and I got a big mental power. Like I know I've been doing it well. I know what to expect.
Yeah, exactly. So that's very exciting. And what do you think your biggest weakness you're going to work on this year is going to be?
Probably my bottom. I need to learn how to stand up and stuff, but other than that,
That seems so difficult. I personally am not much of a wrestler, as one could probably tell, but it's a very exciting sport. Seems extremely grueling. What is your sort of conditioning like throughout the week?
A lot of live wrestling, so we're just like wrestling in practice with a partner we'll wrestle for 2 minutes and then stop for a second, and we'll do that, and then we'll run and push-ups, everything. But it's all conditioning. Yeah. It's all conditioning.
Well, yeah, it does seem like that is a big component to wrestling. How was making weight this week? Was it difficult for you?
It wasn't too hard. We wrestled in Warrior this weekend, and then I came here and made weight easy, but there was a 2-pound allowance in Warrior, not here, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting for sure. And you obviously participated today. How did you feel your opponent was?
He was pretty good, but I did pin him in about a minute, a little bit over a minute and 2 seconds.
Yeah, it was definitely a quick match, definitely good technique. Going into the rest of this season, is there any particular tournament or anything that you're really looking forward to participating in?
I just wrestle to have fun, so it's just, I mean, I would like to do good at regionals, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking into the rest of your sort of career, do you think you're going to try and wrestle after high school, or?
I mean, I would like to, but it probably won't happen because college wrestling it's really tough.
Yeah.
It's a new sport, pretty much.
Yeah, that is fair to say. Looking back at your freshman self, what do you think one piece of advice to them would be?
Work harder. Just work way harder and learn. Be happy. Enjoy it.
That is fair enough. Well, thank you so much for speaking with us today. Congratulations on the great match, and I can't wait to see you later in the season.
All right, thanks.
Are you looking for some great outdoor activities? Well, the Vail Nordic Center has you covered with some amazing trails and some great equipment rentals as well. Our very own Maddie Evans went out there to speak with their experts about all things Vail Nordic Center. Let's take a listen.
If you're looking for a fun activity to do outside, well then Nordic skiing might be the thing for you. And I'm standing here with Nordic expert Dan Tim. Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us.
Well, thanks, and good morning, everybody. Excited to have you out here at the Nordic Center.
We're excited to be here. We've seen a lot of snow in the recent forecast, and so to get out and enjoy the snow in a way that maybe a lot of people don't typically do, and if people have never experienced it, you're the expert and people can come and enjoy this with you.
Exactly. So we have 15 kilometers of groomed trails out here. We offer classic skiing, skate skiing, fat tire biking, and snowshoeing. So come on out. We have activities for everybody. It's inexpensive. We have free parking out here, and our trails are groomed every day.
Which is so incredible, especially for those of us who would have to be a beginner out there. This is a great place to come and learn and really try your hand at a new activity, because I've also never fat tire biked either.
Yeah, it's fun. We have specific trails for snow biking, and it's easy. If you know how to ride a bike, you can ride a bike on snow. The classic skiing, the nice thing about our Nordic Center is the terrain's relatively flat. We do have some hilly areas, but you can avoid those. And so it's safe, it's fun, and it's easy to learn.
Which I think is so incredible. And then once you get into it, you guys have everything you need to be geared up to enjoy this as your new favorite hobby and activity.
Exactly. So we have a full retail shop. We have a full rental shop. So we rent all the gear for everything that I mentioned, classic skiing, skate skiing, snowshoeing, fat tire biking, and then we sell everything. So we have an excellent selection of clothing, skis, boots, bindings, poles, everything you need for Nordic skiing.
And how long have you been working here at the Nordic Center?
This is my 6th year with the Vail Rec District at the Nordic Center.
And do you absolutely love it? Do you get out on the track all the time?
I do love it. I get out as often as I can, and as part of our job, we all try to take ski breaks every day. So it's one of the benefits of working here, and I would say all the employees that are here because we really enjoy it.
Not only is it a fun activity, but this is a great way to get some exercise in. And so if you're someone who's maybe just getting into it, just learning how to do it, you're going to really feel it in your legs, but also it's going to not only help build your strength, but it's going to help build your cardio as well.
Exactly. Nordic skiing is one of the best exercises you can do. It's easy on the body. There's no impact. So it can be as easy as shuffling along, kind of like you were going for a walk, or a lot of summer runners pick up cross-country skiing for a winter activity. It's very similar to running, but there's no impact on the body.
Which I think is really important, and especially for those of us who maybe are recovering from some kind of injury and they just need to get outside, soak up that sunshine, enjoy the snow, but not harm themselves. Now, if people are interested in coming in and maybe taking a lesson so that they can learn from some of the experts, is that something that you guys offer? We
do. We offer group lessons every day and private lessons every day. Just give us a call at 970-476-8366 to book your lesson. And then there's no reservations required for rental equipment, but we do need reservations for group lessons or private lessons.
Now, if people are interested in coming here, what time do you guys open and how long can they be out on the tracks for?
So we're open 9 to 5 every day, and the tracks are open pretty much 24/7. We do have a lot of people that get here and ski before we're open and ski late at night. There's doctors and nurses that get off at 11, 12, 1 in the morning, and they come out here and ski before they go home.
That would have to be so chilly at 11 o'clock at night to hit the Nordic track, but good for them for their dedication. And what a fun way to just like be outside and enjoy a sport that you love.
Truly, it's invigorating, great exercise, fresh air, and the scenery's spectacular.
Now, if someone's interested in renting a fat tire mountain bike and getting out there and trying it for the first time, is that something that they should reserve?
We don't take reservations for the fat tire bikes. They are first come, first serve, and you rent them by the half day.
Which is a ton of fun because there are so many beautiful places that you can go exploring, and especially where you guys are located, which guides me to my next question. Where are you guys located if people are interested in coming to see your beautiful facility?
We are just a couple miles east of Vail Village. We're in the golf course clubhouse, and also in the clubhouse is Grill on the Gore restaurant.
Thank you so much for taking the time, coming to chat with us and giving us all this great information on what you guys do here.
All right, thank you. Thank you guys for coming out. I hope everybody gets a chance to come out and try Nordic skiing. Our motto out here is Get Nordic.
I love it. If you're looking for a new activity to pick up, or maybe this is something that you love to do in your hometown, well, you can always come and enjoy it here at the Vail Nordic Center because it is absolutely breathtaking.
That's all the time that we have for this episode of The Scoreboard. If you have any story ideas, please email us at scoreboard@tv8vail.com. And as always, if you've missed any of our recent content, you can go to thescoreboardnation.com to see all of our latest episodes. I've been your host, Brett Ferraro, and thank you so much for watching The Scoreboard.